And we return after a short break to bring you the second game of X3 versus Sigma.YNT. If you're just joining us, game 1 did go in favor of X3 and it was a really one-sided game. So now, going into game 2, we'll see if there's something that is going to be changing here for Sigma.YNT, or is it going to be X3 all the way? We're going to be getting into the draft, and again, it is going to be X3 on the Dire side, which has been slightly favored in the current DPC across all regions. Here in Division 2, it is 55% in favor of Dire, and it is, of course, 45% in favor of the Radiant. Let me check. Yeah, that is the case. So,
5 seconds remaining.
Anyways, we're gonna be getting ourselves into the draft. The bans are gonna be similar like last time. I don't know if the Doom got banned out in the first phase. I'm gonna say no. And actually, you can get the Lina. No, please. Clockwork. Oh no, they go for the bat. Okay, now I'm not so impressed. I guess they're gonna be banning out the Queen of Pain though now on the side of X3, so they don't want to be playing against that. The last game, it wasn't really that big of an issue. I think when you win a game and you're going for the same type of draft, that you're actually in the backseat, because your enemies, they're the ones adapting. You already took out your best, right? And now they're gonna be getting rid of the Lycan for a good reason at that. They get rid of the Lycan, they'll get rid of the Nature's Prophet, they'll get rid of the Enigma. And then what you're left with to play on Sugargrad, that is a bit of a problem. So I thought X3 might want to switch it up a bit, but at least I hoped for their opening to stay the same. Because the Clockwork is just too good with the Lina. Probably felt like it didn't do that well in the lane, but you're probably going to be knowing who you're going to be playing against. Also, they ban out the Ember, so it's not going to be the Queen of Pain that gets removed. Sigma. Enigma? Sigma, Enigma. I guess, anything else?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I would still just go banning out Sugargrad's heroes there. Like, nothing better than getting rid of those. But they will take their time. They're going to be going a little bit into the reserve, tapping a bit into it, thinking if there's anything else that we're scared of. And they will say, we don't want to be playing against the Clockwork. That is an okay thing as well. So probably those were the discussions. We'll see now what is going to be the last one. Is it going to be the Enigma? Is it going to be a Nature's Prophet? I feel like the Enigma might be better to get rid of. Even though X3 haven't been too successful with it, it is still something that they're comfortable on and the type of gameplay they want to play. Whereas the Nature's Prophet is slightly different and actually might struggle in the lane against the Treant. If the Treant gets close to you, if he slows you down, if there's some hero that can get on top of you as well, you can very easily die. So they are going to be banning out the SF as well. SF has proved to be a bit of an issue in some of the games, especially in Eastern Europe. Even in Division 1, there were teams that are not doing too well, and then they pick up an SF and they do amazingly well. One move is a prime example of that one. They were just super good on the hero. It farms pretty fast, and it actually has an overwhelming amount of physical damage, which against the Lina is always going to be nice. Even the Bat doesn't like playing against that either.
Radiant team pick.
So they got rid of the Undying. Okay, so they're making sure that the Lina doesn't have buddies in the lane. That's okay. Last time around, Queen of Pain was picked. Probably is going to be targeted on the 18th here, because I doubt that X3 are going to take it. So they went for the Hoodwink here. His Techies may be better. The Squeezy play at Techies. Oh, they're going to go for the Tiny. Usually there's a Tiny or a Tusk in this 15 pick. But last time they went for a Hoodwink. Now it's going to be the other way around. It could be a mid lane Tiny. I don't know if you want to be playing two melee heroes into a Lina, especially one of them having 0 armor.
10 seconds.
Even early game, Lina is a problematic hero for you because she has so much attack speed. Even though the damage isn't high, you're still going to be ripping into the Tiny. So I kind of assume that this is going to be the mid lane Tiny. So X3. Continue the partner for the Lina. I think a Tusk does make a lot of sense. If you pick up a Tusk right now, though, you can pick up a Tusk and the position 4. That wouldn't be good. Actually, it could. Then it can be an offlane Tusk and a position 5 Tusk. So Sigma won't really know what to ban out. Though again, if you're scared of Sugarrat losing his Enigma, losing the Nature's Prophet potentially, maybe you should pick one of those two right now. I don't know. Enigma just doesn't feel that formidable against the Overgrowth. Ever since they changed the Overgrowth can stop the channeling, and it has been quite a long time since that has happened. The Train Protector has looked like a pretty decent one against the Enigma, especially. Oh, there's the Tusk. Okay. That's, in my mind, as far as drafting goes, that would be a perfect pick right now. Anything else? Ranged position 4. Hoodwink, Techies. Oh, they go for the Enigma. Okay, scratch that. They're gonna go for the Enigma either way. So this is probably gonna be their double offlane, but it could be a Tusk 5 as well. There's that potential too. I think they want to see
10 seconds remaining.
At least one more hero before they make a decision to know where the who's going to be laning against the Lina, and then you make your decision. Tusk is actually quite nice against the Marcy, especially with the Lina in the lane. You get even 1 point in tag team, and with the overwhelming attack speed, the damage output from the Lina is going to be insane. The problem, of course, is that the Marcy can leave. Your Shards doesn't really care about those at all. Just rebounds out. Is there... Yeah, you can't really pick a Pango now if you're Sigma. It would be 4 melee heroes against the Lina. It's going to be very hard to get on top of her.
Team ban.
Wind Ranger at your service.
Okay. That's an interesting one. That is some high amount of single target damage. But I don't like it. Is that a 4? Is that a 2? I don't know. I'd rather it be a support Wind Ranger than a mid Wind Ranger, because then you're going to have a Tiny and the Marcy in the lane, or a Marcy and the Treant in the lane. We'll see. But I do believe it's going to be a position 4 for Queasy. He seems like the type of guy who would play this hero. And I think that Sigma now are going, okay, we're going to be... we are going to be playing this... we will burst you down combo with the Tiny Avatos, and then the power shot comes through as well. And whoever is in front of it, he just goes down. They're going to ban out the Sven. Are they expecting the Lina to be sent into the mid lane? No. Oh, they're expecting the position 5 Sven. Okay. There's not a lot of like melee position 5s that are left that could be played with Lina, so the Sven ban actually does make a lot of sense.
5 seconds.
Yeah, when you look at it, really. Tiny, Marcy, Tusk, all of them in the game. Then the Undying Clock banned out. Is there really anything else? They will ban out the Naga. I like that one from X3, because the Enigma doesn't really pressure the Naga. It actually goes the other way around. And later on in the game, you don't really have a lot of things to deal with illusions. Not those type of illusions, at least. Enigma does suffer in lane against something like a Gyro. It would be very weird to see a Gyro, especially with the Lina on your side. PL? PL wouldn't be too bad for Sigma if they feel confident enough going for it. It really is an amazing pick here for them. The only thing you have to be afraid of is the Enigma, and you can actually deal with that overall. But again, it would be 4 melee heroes. I think something like a Medusa, maybe. Drow comes to mind as a potential one. Medusa, Drow. Maybe a Sniper is actually good for Sigma. I would ban out the Sniper. Yeah, that's a good ban there. For sure. Because Treant and the Sniper can actually deal with the Enigma quite nicely in the lane. And when you look at X3, they have catch for the Sniper, but he has 2 ways of getting out of the shards. So his shard, the concussive grenade, and the Force Stab that he will inevitably build. So yeah, I do like it. The Drow is a little bit more in trouble when the Tusk gets on top of her, because you don't really have the headshot, and when people are close to you, you don't do anything. Sniper doesn't really care if you're close to him. That's fine. He's just vulnerable. It's not like he's weaker. So Sigma, is there any like good bans they can go for? I can't really think of any. Imagine a support Timber against 3 melee strength heroes. It would have been a really good Timber game. I don't know if Sugarrat plays it though, but Dark could play it. Imagine that. Imagine the poor Marcy in the offlane that the Timber is just running to. But I do think that X3 do need a stun, a real stun. That's why the Clockwork or the Sven would have been such good heroes actually. They're taking their time. They don't know what to ban actually, because I would just ban whatever, because there isn't really a perfect pick for X3 currently. So just ban out whatever right now so that you have the reserve time to actually think about your last pick. But Sigma, they're not approaching it this way.
Dire team, Radiant team pick.
That's a good ban. And the Phoenix does come out. Okay. I think Sigma was the one that was playing the Phoenix a bit more.
You may now
They're gonna go
select
for
your
the
heroes.
Snapfire. Makes sense against the Phoenix. This is... What? So it's gonna be a carry Marcy. Okay. Carry Marcy, offlane Snap, and you put the... now you put the Wind Ranger on the mid lane. Yeah, that's fine. I actually like it. You have now ways to deal with the egg. I'm not a big fan of it being an offlane Snap if your sole job is to deal with B. So, with that being said, I do think now the drafts are closer to each other. The Marcy is actually a problem for Lina when she's a carry. I don't know if I would want to see a greedy Marcy again with an armlet. I just would want to see a... no. Yeah, you go Battle Fury right now. There's no other choice, actually. But let me think about this one for a minute. Once you get BKBs, you're actually quite strong, but you're going to be playing the late game into an Enigma, and you don't really farm the BKB all that fast on the Wind Ranger. This is a tough choice, but I think just because of the... I think the drafts are very close to each other in this one. But I do think that X3 have it. They have an X3 draft, whereas on the other side, I think that Sigma are just going, okay, this hero is good. Okay, I like playing this hero. But it doesn't really seem like something that they have been playing in the past year in the tournament. I haven't seen them play a Wind Ranger. So, yeah, I'm going to be going for X3. But before we get ourselves into the game, we're going to have a word for our beautiful sponsors over at EGB.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600. Cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
And we are going to be jumping into game number 2 of this best of 3 series. First game did go to X3, but this one, it should be closer. Unless things go really south. The problem is that you have a ton of melee heroes here on the side of Sigma, and you are playing into an Enigma. Let's see if it's going to be enough alone. He's going to be using the shards there. The rebound does connect, but yeah, he's the only one that was able to go through those shards. So it is going to be a Tusk getting himself away, and the smoke from Sigma not giving them anything in terms of kills. Now they got some info, but that's going to be it. Natty Narwhal. Are you a bit too far away from home? No, he's gonna be fine. No dispose there. The rebound was already skilled up, so Marcy isn't really gonna be able to pull him back into a bad position again. We're gonna be seeing the odds here from EGB on map 2 favoring X3 for a good reason. They did look very, very strong in game number 1, but today all of our series did go to full 3 games, so it will be fun for this one to go there. We can't have Rob having all the fun. That way, Sphere is being sandwiched from all sides. Squeezy is coming in with a nice tree. He wants to deliver it to the Lina. That's going to be a lot of slow there, and very nice shards used by Alone. But now he's going to be left here, and he's going to be slapped quite a lot. It seems like he will live, but at a cost of a lot of his HP. He does have a healing cell, so overall he will be fine. While this is happening, the Phoenix there seems to be clearing out the trees, so you are going to be missing that one on Sigma. But now let's look at the mid lane. I really don't know what to think about this matchup. Should be a Batrider coming out slightly ahead there in terms of CS. But I don't know if you can kill the Wind Ranger. I think if you make a slight mistake with the Wind, you can easily die. I usually want to trade by going for the Wind Run against this guy. You can't do it. Nesphere, he's baiting in Queasy. You are a 0 armor hero. You don't want to be doing that, Queasy, do you? They don't have the shards though, so no chance of getting a kill. Oh, actually, he does have a Wraith Band on the Tiny, so that is going to allow you not to really be getting pure damage into your face, because that's what happens when you have 0 armor and physical damage is going your way. You take 100% of it, pretty much like pure damage. But overall, once there's more levels on Sigma on this lane, they're quite dangerous. Same can be true for X3. There's gonna be a lot of potential for some kills here in the top once we get to like level 2, 3. Level 3, I think, is the most dangerous time for both teams. Wind Ranger is actually crushing the Bat. It was 4-4 in terms of CS there, but Bat missed all of the creeps under the tower, it seems like. So very interesting. I think it's naturally how it should go. Snapfire getting on will take some damage, but Alina can't really come through. And the Lone has to be careful, juking around the trees quite nicely. So he's not going to be caught by either the Tiny or the Snapfire. Nesphere has to be very careful. Only 2 wand charges. Doesn't really have all that much HP here at the start, and he understands just how much damage the Tiny and the Snapfire can do. Avalanche being used, the Cookie's gonna be there, they can shoot him as well. Nesphere uses the sticks under the tower, the bonus armor, it is gonna be enough to live, and Queasy, now he's the one in some trouble, and the tower will finish him off alone. He's not gonna be the one getting the first blood, but X3, they strike first, and very nice positioning coming out from Nesphere. He was thinking about going in there again, but he gets himself away, understanding that Kuropatic could take his life. Now his HP is back to almost full there. The salve was given to him as well. For you, he's very happy how this mid lane has gone. But Natty Narwhal now with a bit more levels, he's gonna start applying pressure. Now it becomes dangerous when you have to be linked with both the Flame Break and the Firefly. Natty Narwhal, 3-4 stacks on for you, and that is when the Wind Ranger cannot get close to creep. So it's time to start equalizing this mid lane. In terms of CS, but in terms of farm, Natty Narwhal is stronger currently for you. Gonna be a nice power shot there, and Natty Narwhal doesn't want anything to do with it any longer. Overall, no big things happening on the map here. On all 3 lanes, there's slight wins there for X3. Jump in on Shergrad. He really doesn't care about that one. Doesn't even want to use the mana for the Malefice Violent. Will be pushed back. And going in, before you get the Unleash against the Phoenix, you're not really going to be getting any hits in. Does have the Dispose. He's waiting for Dark to go for a fly away, but he's going to wait for the Dispose. And then just get himself out of that one. Kuropatic is low. Nesphere, even lower. Has to be very careful. The Scatter Blast does connect. He turns around. He needs to start fighting because he sees that his life is over. And the Lone will finish off Kuropatic, but only after his carry has died. So it is going to be 1-for-1 on the top lane, favoring the side of Sigma, especially because their lane wasn't going so well thus far. It was the Snapfire struggling and the Lina having a pretty decent time. Now they're both going to be struggling. Lina, even after that death, is ahead of the Marcy. The problem is, though, that look at this big wave going towards Kuropatic, so he's going to be very, very happy. No, but I don't think they're going to be preventing the full pull. That's a bit of a mistake from Queasy. Without the mana, he doesn't feel confident enough to go there, but he should have the HP necessary to survive. Alone made a mistake. Doesn't get the pull off. Okay. That's not something that should happen. Once the Phoenix hits level 3, this is when the real damage starts, because the Fire Spirits level 1, they don't really do all that much damage, but level 2 Fire Spirits almost double the damage, and that is when, actually more than double, it's from 15 to 35, so it really is a big increase in damage from Dark, who's going for a stack here. The big camp will get stacked, but on the Ancients, he does make a mistake. Some of these things really shouldn't be happening, you know. The pull not coming through, you go in for a stack and you don't make it. I guess maybe he was a little bit late, but if you get there in time overall, should not be having problems to get those stacks in. Queasy rotating to the mid lane. Out of all of the supports here, he's the best one to do it. Natty Narwhal Has to be careful, but he will be fine. Toss back, Queasy. Now he's in some trouble. The shards will connect. He has nowhere to go. He has nowhere to hide. He wants to use the toss. We'll be using it there onto the tusk, but it doesn't matter. In the end, Narinar will get the kill. The rotation from Sigma is gonna go really badly for them and for you. Nothing you can do there to help his teammate. Vanscore taking some damage. The tree, we all know he has very low armor. He's taking a ton of damage from the Eidolons, and finally he will fall there to the right clicks. Actually, it is gonna be Dark that finishes him off with the Fire Spirits, but Enigma doing most of the damage there. Windranger going for a Falcon Blade. That is pretty much a every hero item. You have a Wraith Band and a Falcon Blade. Those are the small items that are being picked up early. Support core. Usually on cores, but we might see him on supports from time to time. Shergarat is having a really good time here in the bottom lane. Already has the Arcane Boots. So spamming out spells not going to be any kind of an issue. Level 3 in terms of Eidolons, it is going to be there. So now he's going to be even more powerful. Marcy really, really struggling, considering this is going to be a Battle Fury hero. You want to have the farm as fast as possible. Vanscore will be coming over. He blocks the Ancients. So that's going to be quite nice there for Sigma. No Ancient stacks for the Batrider. Oh, Shergarat goes for Violent. Violent has nowhere to run. He has nothing to rebound off of. And where do you run? What do? You just accept your death, I think. Yep, Violent is gone. He turns around there with the sidekick, not going to be doing much in Vanscore. You don't want to get close because you could be taken down just as easily. At least he did kill Dark's courier. So that's something, but we can see that Vanscore is not having a nice time. These Eidolons hunting him down. In the end, he is going to be fine. Does have the movement speed necessary with the Wind Lace. But from game number 1 into game number 2, the lead from X3, it does continue. And they are looking like the better team currently. Sigma, they're looking very much lost on the map. And really, when you look at them, their ability to make plays is limited. They need to be waiting for the level 6, at least on the Snapfire, to be able to do anything. First power rune, it was on the bat. It is going to be an arcane. Thing is, X3, they can't make many plays either. But with this kind of a start, they're actually happy how it's going. For you goes for the ulti. No one cares about that. The shots will connect. Narinar will actually going forward. He has been disarmed. Who cares? Snowball saved there. And for you, he cannot get out of this one, especially with the burn there from the Phoenix. Dart comes over. Vanscore pretty low. Narinar will live there. Bottle charge is being used. He's not going to get low enough for the tree toss to be enough. And even with the rotations of the supports of Sigma, they still lose their mid laner, and X3 continue to do well, whereas Sigma are continuing to struggle. The gold lead, 8 minutes in, it's going to be 3k, and it is not negligible. Violent has to go back into the jungle. He's thinking about a Midas. He's thinking about a double Midas there. A little bit of tilt on Sigma. Look at Violent, how he is laid back into his chair. This is not a focused carry. It looks like it's not even him playing, to be honest. So it's there are some problems in this team for sure, as the carry is not saying anything like, okay guys, I'm not having a good game, I'm gonna go into the jungle, so I'm leaving it to the treant or something. But he's just keeping his mouth shut. It doesn't look like they are they're having a good time there, though we're just theorizing here, but it just looks that way. Shards are gonna be there onto Kuropatic. He does have the cookie to get himself out, and overall those are not really that great shards. Vanscore is that as well. Shergarat, he doesn't even use the black hole. Things are really starting to look bad for Sigma in this game. This Lina is farming like a madman. S-Sphere is having a good time. What happens when he gets a Maelstrom? It's going to be a problem. The Ancients have been rewarded as well. Everything is going well for X3, and maybe finally they can kill alone, but he punches the Tiny before the toss comes through. And the Tiny can't get anything done there.
Dire are scanning.
Mech done on the Enigma. This is just a perfect game for Shergarat. Look at him, 4.5k net worth. No one is even close to him. Living armor. Is this going to be enough to stop the Eidolons? Some of them are dying, but the tower will inevitably fall, and Vanscore, nothing he can do about it. A smoke from Sigma. Going towards the top lane. They want Nesphere. He knows that something is up, and look at the Tusk just coming over. I'm gonna take this one for the team. Yeah, he definitely is gonna take that one, because in the end he will be going down with Queasy getting the kill. But the goal lead is still increasing for X3. They've opened up the bottom part of the map, and Sigma, them opening up the map, it is going to be next to impossible. We talked about the BKBs of Sigma, but first you need a Battle Fury. If this Marcy goes for a Midas,
Radiant
then a
are
BKB,
scanning.
it's going to take some time, and until then, X3, they're going to be so far ahead. Stacks are going to be there for 90 narwhals. He's going to be continuing to farming. The Ogre Axe will be there, extra HP. You never say no to that. Especially as a Bat, as a hero that is going to be going in. And he might be low in mana here, but he can definitely continue farming there. Yep, does have the regen, pops it up. He's going to be quite happy with it. Van score going to be going down yet again. That's going to be his third death of the game. 0, 3, and 0. At least for you is coming over. He wants to get a kill onto Dark. He's going to be going with the focus fire, and that should be a kill. Shagrat comes over. It does have the black hole, but he's not going to be going forward. He understands it is dangerous, and it's better to let the Phoenix die than go down yourself. Okay. I actually thought Sigma would be disconnecting there in S-Sphere. We're going to be seeing that he has disconnected his camera. Something is wrong. There is some lag here for X3. They're going to be giving us the reasons, because we know that our admins are merciless. When you don't give a reason, well, next time you play a series, there is going to be some penalties in the draft. But it seems like his internet has dropped. So hopefully everything is going to be fine for X3, because things are looking up for them, right? It's all looking good here in the series. They're going to be able to equalize their score to be 2-2, actually take over Sigma on the standings. But for now, it's not looking so great. So Lina really is disconnected. Without the Lina, I don't really think they can win, and it would be a disaster if you just lose the series from that one. Imagine that happening now to X3. You would literally be like, why couldn't my internet die 20 minutes later when we are done with this one? Because things are really looking good for him. But it is what it is. We are going to be waiting currently for the Lina to come back. Nesphere probably calling his providers like, what the hell is happening to my internet? Hopefully he did pay his bills there. Imagine that. Like, let's say he's living with his parents. Probably not, but let's say if he is. Who knows? Like, Mom, did you pay the internet? Oh, no, sweetie, I forgot. Or if he himself, like, is home and... like, why isn't it working? He calls the provider. Why isn't my internet up? You did not pay the bill. Imagine that disaster. Like, what do you do? Maybe you can run to a PC game club, but there has to be a camera there as well. I don't know if the admins would allow it and if he would get there in time. I'm just thinking, let's say if I was playing now and the internet would go down, would I have time in 10 minutes to get to a PC game? No. No, not one that close. I'm just trying to think of one, but no. I would need like 15, 20 minutes. And that's by car, right? If I would have to go by bus, I wouldn't be there like for half an hour. Luckily, it is late in the evening, so you know, even if it's away, there shouldn't be any traffic problems. But it is not looking good for X3. They're not giving us any info currently, and I'm hoping that we get some soon. So, Sigma, they will have all of their 5 heroes alive. They're still super far behind in this game. Their Marcy is just... oh man, Violent is not playing Dota for 2 games in a row. Really. Nesphere, he's playing a lot of Dota, but now it is going to be denied to him because of internet issues. Let's see if it does come back, restart router and stuff like that. We know that it can work. Sometimes it can help. Actually, when I... sometimes... my provider changes the IP address during nighttime. I don't know why that happens, but you know, every few nights at like I might say 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. I don't know exactly. There is an IP change, right? The internet would draw for like 2 seconds and there would be an IP change. Don't know why they do it, but they do. And then in the morning when I turn on my PC, sometimes it doesn't load the IP properly, right? And then either I pull out the cable and pull it back in, then it loads up, then the PC reads it well. Or I troubleshoot, which I thought the Windows troubleshoot never really solves any issues, but things like that. Yep, Bejit the Comp Club. That means that he is running to a PC game club. Okay.
Oh, wait, no, I couldn't.
So yeah. Yeah, it could not be worse. It could not be worse for sure. Of course, it could be worse, guys, but you know what I mean. It's definitely not a great situation to be in. So, X3. We are going to be waiting. Natty Narwhal, he's laughing. He's having a good time, but Sugargrat, he's talking something. I'm not that good of a lip reader, nor am I that proficient in Russian, guys. So even if I could read lips, there is very low chances that I would be able to tell you what Sugargrat is talking about currently. Alone? They have 5 minutes of pause left, so I'm gonna be following that one through. Everyone is laughing on their side. I don't know if you're gonna be laughing there. I just hope they don't ask Sigma for any pause time. Sigma, if they want, they can give it away. They're all seeming kind of happy, so I'm gonna... Oh, Natty Narwhal, I don't know if you can get away from your PC. We are going to be seeing his beautiful keyboard there, changing all of its colors. I actually don't know why people put that color changing thing. It would be distracting to me while I'm playing. I mean, we all want our keyboard to be shiny and stuff, but I keep it one color, pretty dim, you know, and just that's it. But if it would go disco ball, it could be a problem. Natty Narwhal, he's coming back to the PC there. Are taking time. Hopefully we get a continuation to this one because this is not looking good. Eight to 3 in terms of kills. 5k goal lead. X3 are looking at this one. They're like, we have this one in the bag. But we do not have a carry. And if he doesn't come back, you're not really going to be able to utilize the Lina right now. He doesn't have any items at this moment. He still needs to farm. It is the Enigma that is the strongest, but without the Lina, make no mistake, you're not winning this game. I guess you could transfer the Tusk onto a core roll and he can be a right clicker. But you're not going to be winning that way. So if he doesn't come back, if he doesn't find a way, you're actually going to be losing this series. At least the game, I guess. But you're going to be playing it for as long as possible so that Netsphere could get himself into a good place. Because XG have already shown that they are looking like a stronger team. But you never know. 1 out of 5 games, something can happen and you can lose. When I say something, I mean you can lose your internet and then you can't play the game. Okay, Natty Narwhal, he was laughing a second ago. Now he's not looking so happy. He's actually pretty tilted. Because X3, they could... If they lose this series, there's a good chance that they could lose their slot. They... who did the X3 win against? They won against YNT. Okay, so they still have HF to play. There are some weaker teams that they can play that they should be able to beat overall. But something like this can definitely influence the mental state of the team. I don't know what the rules are. If the probably going to be getting some info there, but if the admins will allow.
Could be worse. Oh, wait, no, it couldn't. Could be worse. Oh, wait, no, it couldn't.
Will allow for him to play from somewhere else. What are the rules there? I don't know. Their pause should be running out right now, so we'll see if Sigma want to give it away. Their pause timer. Who knows? We might just be continuing the game right now. We are seeing some things being drawn on the map. Sigma, they did look pretty tilted. So I don't think they feel nice enough to give anything to the to X3. It is okay. He came. He is sitting at the at a PC, so he really dobejal. I think that that means that he has ran to it. So yeah, is very close to getting into the game. X3, hopefully they can get their carry back, even if they don't get the extra pause here from Sigma. They are okay. 1 minute of pause. Maybe we can start the final countdown. Yeah, I'm not gonna be singing right now, guys. I know that you would love it, but it's maybe for $1 million. I think that would be a fair price to be letting go of my beautiful voice here on the Eastern European DPC stream.
This is a paradox.
Well, definitely is a paradox. Then in Arwell, he seems like he's chatting with someone. Might be constantly sending messages to Nesphere on like WhatsApp, Telegram, Viber. I don't know what they use. Or maybe even an SMS, lol. Sigma can unpause the game. And they're not doing it. Okay. Let's go, Sigma. Sigma are such nice people, guys. They are not going to be unpausing the game. They're waiting for Nesphere, even though they're getting crushed. They're like, we can wait. Let's go. You're going to be at your best. How much time we can give? Yeah, no one asked it from them. Well played, X3, for not asking for it. Well played, Sigma, for offering. This is the true sportsmanship. They need 2 more minutes. That's it. This is what Dota is all about. When someone says, yeah, oh, not in Arwell, he's gonna be bringing his camera. When someone says people in the Dota community are toxic, they don't respect each other, they're not nice to each other, they are wrong. These are the people that are really going to be showing what is up and how to approach your even your enemies, right? Sigma, we could see in Violent's face that he is not feeling too good. We give 6. Okay. They're giving 6 minutes away here from Sigma. Very nicely done there, because the problem is they could have some issues as well. So you want to have some pause left there. The admins will not allow a pause if both the 10 minutes are up. There could be some, I don't know what kind of circumstances, you know, nowadays, because of the big earthquakes, you know, big natural disasters do come to mind. But overall, even in that regard, I'm not sure what the rules are. I think it is at the admins to make a decision in a situation like that. But I don't know if 11 minutes in there could be like a rescheduling of the game or something along those lines. DPC has a very tight schedule, so probably the rules would stay the same. But they are giving away 6 minutes of their pause to make sure that the X3 can come back, and they have 4 minutes of it left if there are some issues on their side. Overall, X3, and I already forgot what this game is about. I only know that X3 are doing well. So 2 minutes have passed here, guys, and Nesphere still isn't in. I know sometimes Dota can be very hard to open. I don't know why. I reinstalled Dota and it worked better, but when it came down to opening the game, it actually does take a longer time. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but in a PC game club, I'm gonna assume that the PCs might not be the greatest, though who knows. I'm saying that now. When I was now, I have a great PC, but when I was younger, I definitely had a bad PC. So in a PC game club, there would be better ones than what I had at home. Sphere, he's still not back. He should be sitting at his PC. Maybe he's just unlucky. Maybe the stars didn't align today so that he can play Dota, that he can win. But they've been doing such a good job, X3. It would be such a bummer if they weren't able to close out the series with a 2-0. They definitely deserve, you know, with the score right now. 5k gold lead 11 minutes in is, I don't want to say insurmountable, but it is huge. Especially when those first round of items start coming out. And it is going to be X3 that hit the timings first, for sure. The first round of timings.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Could be worse. Oh, wait, no, it couldn't.
So we're getting some spams there, considering that the players can't really leave their cameras. I don't know if Natty Narwhal is going to be punished for that one. There have been a lot of penalties issued over the course of this one. Let's go through those since we do have time, I guess, because... if there's something we have here, it's time. We don't have Dota, we don't have action, but we have time to look at that one. So yeah, that was like on the February the 6th, penalty level 2 for Cybercats. Forbidden pause reason. Oh yeah, I don't know what the pause reason was, but it was forbidden. There was penalty level 3 for PuckChamp for the same series. For the full match, they left the webcam and 2 cams disconnected. So, you know, the admins have been issuing quite a lot of those. On February the 9th, Sigma versus Cybercats, penalty level 2 for Team Cybercats for full match. They left their webcam during pause for some of the previous series. Then on the same date, the 9th of February, YNT versus Hydra, penalty level 2 for Hydra for full match, again leaving webcam during pause, plus didn't give a reason for their pause, and YNT got the penalty level 1 for first map because they didn't give a reason for their pause. There's also going to be a penalty on the 16th for the Cybercats versus HF series, a penalty level 3 for HF for full match. The left way webcam plus some other reasons they're stated, you know. And I really like that the admins are giving the document to casters, to the teams, to know what rule you broke, right? At the start of the season, you do get the rules. You know that if you break them, there is going to be some punishments. The admins are, of course, going to be following through with those punishments. Sometimes they might make an exception, but I think it's unfair to do so. So they are making sure that one. Okay, 4 minutes now. I think we are going to be starting. They said they're giving 6 minutes, so Sigma, they are going to be on pausing fairly soon, probably. X3, they said they needed 2 more minutes, and a lot more has passed. Sigma are not on pausing still. They probably feel bad doing it. You always will. Totam Parni, that means what's happening there, guys? We might need a pause. He's running home. Okay, so there was a problem with the PC in the PC Game Club, and now his internet is back at home, so he's running back home. Okay. Nesphere, if he comes to play, he's gonna be so tired he won't be able to do anything. I don't know what kind of conditioning these Dota players have. Are they running in the morning? Do they go to the gym? Okay, so Nanaroli says, just go for the on pause. Thank you for the pause. He gives them a heart. And Boryu says, I don't think so. We're waiting. It seems like Sigma are waiting. They just don't want that one. And to be honest, if I was them, you probably feel like you're going to be losing the series either way. So you don't want to be winning a game that you didn't deserve, right? Aaron can say it's a competition. No one cares. You should have thought about your you should have thought about your internet and stuff like that. I don't know why he didn't use his phone hotspot. I'm not in the lobby, guys. I'm just here casting for it. Okay, X3 are gonna say go. And we are going to be starting there. Sigma, they want to leave their post. It is going to be a 4 versus 5 for the time being. Nesphere. Someone is going to be using his hero probably to farm, and that's going to be the case. We'll see who's going to be moving a little bit slower around the map. Okay, now they forgot about him there for a second. Yeah, the strength of the Lina can farm. Even if you're not there, topping the network chart. I mean, not really topping, but at least over everyone on the side of Sigma. Kuropatic trying to get the tower down. But at least we are going to be getting heroes to move here. It's, this is just not a... not nice. I'm feeling pretty bad about this one, but they want to fight top lane on X3. Nadine Narwhal coming over. He's going for Kuropatic, and we're going to be seeing some action. The Shackle Shot does connect, but now he's going to be going for 4U and going to be flying over both of them, but not really doing all that much damage. Queasy will go in with the Avalanche. That is Nadine Narwhal dead. X3, just as the pause comes to an end, they're going to be losing one, maybe even 2 heroes. Alone is looking very much dead here. The cookie is not going to connect, but the Shackle Shot will. And of course, the Power Shot will follow through. It is going to be 2 easy kills for the side of Sigma. X3. Oh, their focus definitely dropping down. They're still in the lead, but they did lose a tower. Nesphere still not back in this one. He cannot finish his Maelstrom. Of course, they cannot buy it for him, so his farm is just gonna be not gonna be that fast. But Sugarat, he is focused still. He's like, guys, I'm winning this. I'm winning this alone if I have to. Violent, his camera is gone. Hopefully he understands that, or he might be getting punished in the future. Going for ban score. There's going to be ulti from ban score, and now they don't have the focus far. The egg will be dropped. Nadine Narwhal needs to fly away. He won't be able to do so, but he's running towards the egg. If it pops in time, and it will not, he maybe would have lived, but it's going to be 2 deaths in a row for the bat. And the gold lead is starting to shrink here for X3.
Is under attack.
Lina still not back. Nesphere run like the wind, but he probably has exerted himself from running towards the PC game club. Kuropatic, yeah, he's not even the one being targeted. He's gonna be alone. He's bringing the creeps to the Nesphere or to himself, because he's probably using this Lina, though he's not using her too well because he's missing every single CS.
Radiant are scanning.
The lineup of X3 is just like that, that without Lina you don't win. Sometimes 4 versus 5 can sometimes work in your advantage. The opponents, they do relax way too much, and then you win the game because of it. But yeah, without the Lina, you just don't have a win condition. That is how it goes for X3. Sigma, they currently don't have their ultis, but in 30 seconds, all of them are going to be up. Alone, he's playing 2 heroes right now, 1 ice, 1 fire, and he's actually taking more creeps there with his hero. Makes sense. I was gonna say there, Nesphere, I farmed with your hero, I really did, but it didn't go too well. Also, we're not really seeing the gold there go to Nesphere. It is how it is. Gold lead still there for X3. Enigma is farming super well. Lina is still ahead of the net worth, both the Wind Ranger and the Marcy, but now the Phoenix will get caught, gonna be dropping down. Enigma comes over, ulti at the ready, not gonna be going for the black hole just yet. They have to get away from the kisses, they're doing way too much damage. Queasy will get the toss away from Nadine Narwhal. He's running and he wants to get the lasso, but he's just gonna get so many arrows into the back, and it will take him down from the skies. X3, they're gonna be losing another fight. Now it's gonna be 3 heroes going down the drain, and their mid lane tower following. Sigma are coming back into this game. Nadine Narwhal, oh, he is very, very, very mad there. I understand that you were like having fun, all of it is fine, but then when you get into the game and these kind of things start happening to you, you're gonna be feeling super bad about yourself. Now even if Nesphere does come back, the psychological damage has been done. Kuropatic, you can see that he's not too happy. Lina is Violent is definitely having a time of his life there. He's still behind Lina in net worth. Like, he hasn't been here for 4 minutes. 24, okay, sorry, 22 if we count the pauses, but 4 minutes basically, and you still cannot overtake him. Lina, even without the Maelstrom, just having the Javelin is still farming well. This is not looking good. Nesphere, if you can't get into the lobby, I don't think you can change a player in the series. I'm probably going to get some info there, but I think that's the rules for most tournaments. There are some tournaments that are going to be making an exception to that rule, but overall, that's not going to be happening. Oh, Nesphere, he's back. Let's go. We're going to have a 5 versus 5. This 4 or 5 minutes that he wasn't here, it was used by Sigma to equalize the game, and Nesphere will be back in the game. Let's go. He is here. He is ready for battle. It's only a 1k goal. We have an even game on our hands. Imagine this is now an epic 90-minute, 100-minute game. That would be so cool to see, and it's not. Something that is impossible to happen, but now we hear own it. Sigma, they've completely taken back this game, but now it's time for Nesphere to go to work, start farming as much as he can. His Maelstrom is done. Wants the BKB as well, but he's gonna be going down. Now you forgot what's happening in this game, and even if you did remember, it is no longer the same game. 5 minutes have passed and a lot of things have changed. You are no longer this much stronger than Sigma. Sigma are the ones that are controlling the map right now. Sigma are the ones getting kills. Sigma are the ones that are looking like they are in control. Mad and Narwhal going for a BKB, but actually they need to get their focus back in this game if they want to win the series in a 2-0 fashion. They've already shown that they can easily win against Sigma, so even going into game 3 isn't all that scary, but it would be really a bummer if they lose this game that looked so much in their hands just a couple of minutes ago, but now, not so much. Kropatej does have the Guardian Greaves. He's going for a Lotus Orb, so it's all about defense. Marcy now is over the lean-in farm quite a lot, I might add, has that Battle Fury and will be able to farm up a Storm in this game. And we all have seen in the Eastern European DPC here in Division 2 how much a Marcy can be a problem. Nesphere, we can see that he is not focused there at all. He's gonna leave the creep, and he even sees him on vision. You need to kill that one or this camp won't respawn. Okay, he will be able to take it down. Queasy coming over. No Blink Dagger just yet. He's digging something out. He went for the phase boots. Never a fan of it on a position 4 tiny. If you don't rush the Blink Dagger, you're not gonna have it like until minute 20, maybe even later, and maybe even later is gonna be the case for Queasy. Coming in, the egg will be dropped, and that's gonna be a treant dead. Queasy, he's running away, and he's probably gonna be able to get himself out. Okay, not gonna be able to get himself out, but Sugar coming in has the Blink Dagger. They catch him, and they'll bring down another one. 2 supports of Sigma will be taken down, and that's gonna be X3 finally getting himself some kills after the pause. Sphere. Farming. BKB. He's getting towards it. Oh man, he looks very sad. It looks very, very sad. I just hope that's only the camera positioning there, but he's not having the nicest day here. But he doesn't look like he is out of breath there. He'll be fine, at least in that regard. Imagine you're playing Dota, like I can see he's in good shape. So the esports players, they're getting into better and better shape. Time goes forward. Cookie, very nicely done there. So the flame break really isn't going to be putting him back, and Queasy will get himself to the high ground into the safe position next to his teammates. He's 1,000 gold away from the Blink Dagger 20 minutes in on the Tiny. You still don't have any playmaking potential of Sigma, but at least you do have the items to farm the map. Bergerat, he's at the top of the net worth chart. Nesphere, when he was last game before the pause, all 3 of the cores of X3 were topping the net worth chart. Now it's looking like Sigma, they're looking to overtake the Enigma and every single one of them to be at the top. It's looking very likely like that can happen. Alone, he does have the blink, he's the main playmaker, but he can't really find too much on the map. I'll go for a smoke. Was that spotted? Van score. Even if he dies, he doesn't really care. He will be going D1 going down. Sugar jumping in. X3, they want something more. So they're going to be going towards the top lane. The Marcy, Violent, was to get himself out. He does have the BKB done, and it is being delivered as we speak. So Violent completely back in this game. This guy is a beast. Gets on top of the Lina and can just smash her into the ground. Of course, you're gonna have to be dealing with some of the supports as well. Tusk in general is the one that you're afraid of. The Walrus Punch is a spell that can keep you off the Lina even with the BKB. Finally, they're giving some time to Queasy here. He wants his BKB. He's gonna have the initiation there. Once this wave drops, he will have the gold necessary. There it is. He will even get the siege creep, but he would have had the gold either way. Smoke from X3. They have the blink and the black hole at the ready. Sugarrat hasn't used a single one in this game just yet, and it's a 5-man smoke versus a 4-man smoke. The Batrider on the bottom lane to travel. Sigma, where do you go? They want this blink dagger reveal to do something dark on the high ground of well-placed tech to change everything, and they're gonna go in with the avalanche toss back, and this is looking like a dead Phoenix. No, he gets himself out. He pops the egg. You have to be very careful. Nice shard, beautiful shard, and the egg will get dropped. Does anyone come towards it now? Vanscore, he cannot break the black hole. They can't do anything. Even with the BKB, this Wind Ranger is gone. She had the Wind Run and the BKB, the avalanche toss onto the 4 of them. You don't have anything else to play with, and your Lina is gone. But the Batrider does have the BKB, so he's not going to be taking all that much damage. Violent, he pops the Unleash. Who wants to get punched? No one. Everyone is just running away from this lady. She crazy. Queasy getting low. He's getting a ton of damage dealt into him here by the Eidolons, but he's going to find the Enigma as well, and he's going to be Sugar at that X3. They've lost 3, but they only claim 2. Let's see if maybe they can get anything more. X3 seem like they don't want to be continuing to fight, and it is going to be Sigma coming out on top. 2 9-second BKBs were used on Sigma. 2 9-second BKBs used on X3 as well. All in all, it's going to be a fight favoring the side of Sigma. The main thing is Marcy survived. Lina did not. Marcy scaling. Lina, not as much. So many times we have seen this matchup just go in the favor of the Marcy. Game is equal. There's still a black hole though. That is one spell that can change everything. If the Treant is caught, nothing to break the BKB black hole. Look at Nesphere. He's going for a Hurricane Pike. Oh, no, actually, it's just going to be a 4-staff. And then he wants an MKB. That does make a lot of sense. You just want to be able to bring down Violent. They are going to go for the road there with the sidekick on Violent and the focus fire. The damage output is going to be insane. And in will think about going in. And we'll be popping the BKB once the egg is not going to be getting it. Violent will be the one that secures it, but it is going to cost him a BKB charge. Now Alone goes in, immediately blinks himself away. But they're going to be going for the chase. Queasy, dagger, don't want to use it just yet. And Vanscore has been caught. Now they don't have a way to cancel the black hole, but it is on cooldown for another 80 seconds. And until then, this Treant is going to come back to life a couple of times. So 8-second BKB, Roche. 8-second BKB on Nadine Narwhal. And you get a kill on X3. Still a trade favorite Sigma overall. But X3, they want to go forward. They want to fight 4 versus 5, and they most definitely can. No BKB on the Marcy as well. Oh, jump in from the bat. Not going to be good enough. Beautifully done by Queasy. He was expecting that one. Lotus Orb onto Violent. They are not going to be using a lasso over that one. It's time to bail. X3, they're not going to be getting anything. Very nice hold there for Sigma. Just staying on the high ground. Making sure that in their downtime, when they don't want to fight, they don't get caught. Okay, gold lead. Sigma coming here to the high ground. Vanscore will be taking the ward down. Very nicely done. Immediately uses the living armor on himself, expecting some kind of a jump, but X3, they're not so crazy. 25 seconds until the black hole. It's time for X3 to bail. He can't really fight. Queasy sent forward with the shard of the snap far, but overall, he cannot close the gap. He is going to be hunting for the bad, but they have vision. He does have vision here from Nadine Narwhal, but having vision, it doesn't mean that you live. You might need to pop your BKB and TP yourself out. For now, it seems like he'll be fine. Cookie, just on point, but there is not going to be a follow-up, at least not just yet. He pops the BKB, starts running away. For you, he's not going to be chasing on that one.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
І виграли путевку в dodge list. Nadine Narwhal survives. He's going for a Witchblade, so he wants to scale a bit as well. I think without the Ether Lens, I'm not so sure about that one. Like, do you want to kill the supports fast? You're really not going to be killing the cores fast, and I feel like I might be a better way that way. You know, you jump in and you deal with the treant. That's your job, and the Enigma is just protecting the Lina. Everything else is gonna be used around the Lina, and you're doing your best just to make sure that they don't cancel the black hole. If you're going for that route, then the Witchblade does make a lot of sense for you. Shows himself in the bottom lane. Does have the Void Stone, so it seems like he thinks he's gonna have some mana problems. I'm probably thinking about a Lincoln Sphere later on, but for now he just wants to blink. Phoenix Glimmer, not something you see too often, but Sigma, they're gonna be using the Aegis timing to take care of the top tier 2, and they're gonna be opening up the outpost for themselves. Next row is gonna be even tougher for X3 to defend. The more towers you lose with an Enigma lineup, the harder it is for the Enigma to really get the right jump. It now has the BKB, has the blink as well, but the overgrowth is still a problem.
Tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
Look at them. You have to be very careful here on X3. They can get easily caught. Tiny comes in with the avalanche, and the follow-up from Sigma is going to be quite nice as well. They will get the tower down though. Sugargrad sends the Eidolons and they do the bidding of the Enigma. He's going for the shard right now, so it's going to be creating even more babies there. Sigma in a smoke. Where do they want to go? They pushed in the top lane, they pushed in the mid. Bottom lane though is being pushed in towards them, so X3 should be able to read this one if no one is showing there. No one for Sigma wants to do it. They just with the smoke will send X3 back to their base. But this could be a good counter smoke coming out from X3 if Sigma sends someone to the bottom lane to deal with the lane. You don't have to though. That's the thing. It'll probably be a bad move. You just keep yourself in this area. Dark places a ward, places a sentry. Now his ward is going to be rewarded, and he's going to be caught as well. The shackle shot will connect. That is a very dead Phoenix. One more slap for Queasy, and he will go down. Alone goes to the side. Violent running forward. He still has the haste. Actually, he jumps into the base. You don't want to be doing that now with the lasso. He's way too deep. He does have the Aegis, but there's also a black hole at the ready. I don't know if the treant can come there in time. This is a dead Marcy. Violent, he's gone. They don't want to use the black hole. Actually, they're just gonna go for it. Yeah, Violent, I don't know what you were thinking, but that is a very, very bad move. We saw there at the start of this game that he wasn't feeling too good about the game overall, and even the lucky break that was given to them with the Lina disconnecting, it didn't really change his attitude. So a little bit scared there for Sigma. A couple of more mistakes there from Violent, and he really could get into a really bad spot. Not only did you put yourself at risk, but also imagine if your teammates just get into a position like we want to follow through. Vanscore does have a blink, so maybe he could have gone in and canceled the black hole, but at that point, the Marcy was already dead. Nesphere, MKB is going to be done in no time. 500 gold more, and he's going to have the item. Nesphere is going to be quite happy about that one. He is laughing. They're probably saying in their comms, yo, we gave these guys 5 minutes of you not being here. If it was a pub, you would have lost your MMR, but doesn't matter. It is not a pub. No MMR here. Only, you know, potential to qualify to Division 1. Potential to win some money. Definitely not as much as 30 MMR or 20 if you're playing in a party. Everyone in the chat will understand that one. I'm pretty sure some pro players get more annoyed when they lose a pub than when they lose an official. When you lose an official, you probably think, okay, we could have played better. We're going to be doing this and this. When you lose a pub, sometimes you're just going to be blaming someone else and be super mad about that one. Outpost top going to be taken. So now Sigma are controlling both outposts, but X3 can't take the one in the bottom lane. They're just not there. They did buy a gem on X3. They understand vision. It's going to be a big deal, especially with you not having towers on the top lane. It is going to be tough to contest Roche. So if your enemy see you, it's going to be almost impossible. They will send the bat towards the bottom lane to push it out, and that is a very, very good move. You need those creeps to go towards the enemy base. So what you do now, when you're X3, you push in the bottom lane, you force some rotations there, and then you play the top lane. Straight up 5 versus 5. it's gonna be hard, especially in the better positioning for your enemies. Currently, the only spell that is on cooldown is the Black Hole. It's gonna be like that for another 45 seconds, so they're gonna have it quite soon as well here on the side of X3. Let's see. Wheezy. Jungle.
Radiant are scanning.
X3. They're still biding their time. The Marcy is gonna have the crit now, so the damage output of the Marcy is gonna be even more formidable with the Crystallis coming out. Lina, MKB at the ready. With so many hits, the damage output from the MKB is actually gonna be quite nice. Procs do quite a lot of damage, actually. And they proc all the time. Like 80%. Because every proc is a true strike. If it's not a proc, it's not a true strike and you can still miss. The smoke used from X3, they're coming over. They only have a buyback on alone. Sigma have a buyback on the Treant Protector. It's a very nice hero to have a buyback on. Okay, he's gonna show himself for the time being. Doesn't have a shard. He does have a blink. Move speed from the rebound is there on him and he's gonna be fine. So now Wheezy is going to be jumping in onto the bat. That is a bat dead immediately. He does have a buyback. He can come back into this game. But look at Violent just violently pounding into Alone. He's going to let him be. Actually, a snowball will be used, but he's not going to have a blink just yet. So Alone is looking very much dead, and he will be going down fairly soon. It is going to be for you that secures the kill. And the Tusk does not have a buyback. That is a dead Roche. And X3, they can do absolutely nothing about it. They will send the Eidolons to the mid lane, just trying to deal with the tower, but Tiny there with the Avalanche and the toss. He will make sure that the Eidolons and the creeps die, and this is going to be a free road for Sigma. He gets the shard. I guess you can go for it for the Wind Ranger. So now you're going to have the Gale Force if you decide to go for that one. I haven't seen it for a long time just because the Wind Ranger isn't being played at all. But maybe the Treant wants the shard. We'll see. We'll see in the end who gets it. No one has decided to get it just yet.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That's a big thing. The strong winds of the Gale Force is something that you really have to be afraid of. If you are, if you're X3, you think you're out, and suddenly you're just being pushed back in, or you're running in and you just get pushed back out, and you cannot continue the chase. Avalanche toss on the Enigma into Violent. Okay, that damage is just stupidly good. That's going to be a core for support. And Violent goes in. You don't have the Black Hole. You cannot save the Lina. But actually, they're going to have the lasso. And now the Lina going for it. But a Gale Force putting it in a very uncomfortable position. The BKB is not going to be helping you. But the Egg Pop might. Still, not going to be enough. The Lina can't move. She cannot escape. Violent still thinking about going forward. He's going to be losing his first life there to the Snowball. The Mortimer's Kiss is not going to be doing all that much. And Violent again, overly aggressive. It is going to cost them the Aegis, but they do kill the Lina. And this mid lane tower could follow suit. That was a cool Gale Force. Not really changing all that much. I think the outcome would have been the same anyways. Maybe the Lina actually does get out there with the Glimmer Cape. But the mid lane tower, it cannot escape. It cannot move. It will stand there and take the punches and eventually fall. 8k gold lead for Sigma. They have this game in their hands right now. The Enigma though does have a Shadow Blade. Okay, that's a big one. He's going for a Lincoln Sphere as well. I thought he was gonna go for the Refresher, but it's not really gonna save you from the Tiny Toss, is it? So I'm not really sure about the Lincolns here for sure, Grat. Like, what is he actually preventing? I'm very much surprised. The Shadow Blade, I like it. Is going to increase your initiation potential, and the Aghanim Scepter on alone. Okay, this is something that can just turn the game on its head. The Shard on the Tusk, having that kickback, it can completely destroy the enemies. Either you're kicking the Marcy away, or you're kicking someone in to die. It is very hard to predict what the Tusk will do. Oh, look at that. Look at that mountain that Sigma have just climbed. X3. I think one of their players was running just 20 minutes ago, so he probably doesn't have the endurance necessary to climb that one and get himself back into the game, but you never know. All of the ultis are up on both sides. Egg cooldown for 4 seconds, but that really means that it is their X3. They're waiting for a big fight. If you look at their team fight, they're still stronger than the side of Sigma, but finally he just jumps in and he destroys a hero. His Daedalus is gonna be done. fairly soon. And that is the thing. Violent jumps on one, For You jumps on the other. Both of these heroes have the insane burst potential there. So if the fight is split, it is going to be X3 that pay the price. And Sigma are going for a smoke. X3, they were waiting on that ward for a very long time. And now they're going to be seeing something happening in the mid lane there. Are they going to be waiting there a little bit longer? It would be a smart move right now, but I don't know. Their opponents are coming. The ward will be placed. Sigma currently, they don't see anything. They're going a little bit too deep. They will be going into enemy vision. No one there to break the smoke. And it is going to be X3 that smoke themselves to the other part of the map towards the bottom lane where no one of Sigma will be at. Goldie does continue to increase. The Lina is still in solid territory in terms of items. Nesphere can do the damage. That's not the problem. The problem is that Sigma, they can do more. Phoenix going for a refresher. Dark. Not so sure. I actually like a halberd or something along those lines. He will be taking down some wards there. X3, they don't have the gem any longer. It's now in the hands of Sigma. So top lane push is coming. Roche is not going to be spawning for at least another 4 minutes. Sigma going to be waiting for that one. But for now, Violent, it just pushes the top lane. And the siege creep is going to be doing quite a lot. Cobbled is there. Okay, that one was dug up. And now he's just trying to kill the creep. And he will be able to do it actually there. Look at that greedy Cobbled. Will be going down. Oh, actually it drops a telescope there. So thank you. Dark is going to be quite happy with that one. Gets a neutral item from a Cobbled. Sigma want to play around this vision. They're probably going to be staying there for a long time. You want to be fighting the Rex Roche. Obviously, I would like this to be a bit of a faster game, but this is Division 2, so we're not gonna be seeing that much movement around the map. They're just playing around their vision. Though I have to say, X3 are losing wards rapidly, and there is this ward in their triangle, a very deep one that they're not gonna find, that could actually be the nail in the coffin here that pushes Sigma and X3 to a game 3. They're really going to be warding everything there. The ward does... actually, it does not expire, but we're seeing both sides there. And under their vision, Tiny is hiding. He's in a really good spot to break the smoke. And now Nadine Narwhal, smoke will break. And he's going to be caught immediately. As he goes in, Nadine Narwhal loses more than half of his HP. Alone comes in. Lincoln Sphere there. It will be broken. Now they go for you. But look at the damage. Violent. He just destroys them. The black hole. They need to save there. And the stun from the egg there will stun the tree. And he cannot go on to the leader. But the double shackle shot, even with the Marcy dead, For You is going to be getting those kills. And Shergarat will get through that. Shergarat will be going down. For You. He takes it upon himself there to do the Marcy's job. And will be bringing down the rest of the pack here. That was some nice... spell usage coming out from X3, making sure that the black hole doesn't get cancelled. But in the end, you only kill the Marcy. How are you going to be dealing with the Wind Ranger? You need to get both of those and control the tree, and that is a little bit too much. That Lincoln Sphere from from For You really making a difference so that you cannot kick her back. The goal lead will increase, and Sigma getting closer and closer to victory by the minute. Actually, you don't want to be using the buybacks. You have 3 of them. 3 of your heroes can get back into the game, but if you use them now, the gold lead, it might come into insurmountable territory. Wind Ranger, Lotus Orb on her, the Lincoln's on her, not a hero that you can go for. Ulti in 15 seconds, not going to be continuing with this one. It is enough. Man, Violent just does so much damage. That bat was half HP. He jumped in. I didn't even see him. I didn't even see the hits go in. And now there's gonna be a hex. The big items are coming for Sigma. These are already late game items. And X3, they probably haven't finished some of their core items as well. This is a problem. Treant gonna be going for a refresher. They really need to control Vanscore. If he gets a refresher, it's gonna be a problem. It already is a problem. Enigma still thinking about that Lincoln Sphere, which I think is completely useless for Shergarat, but okay. X3, you can have a black hole in 70 seconds. The egg is at the ready. That is a fight where the full black hole goes through and the egg pops, but you're only using it on one hero, and there's just so much more on the side of Sigma that you have to be dealing with. You just don't have the farm necessary to focus only one hero. But how do you bait Sigma in a bad position? One fight could turn things around, but you need to get that one fight first. Tier 3 tower in the mid was taken down. Mid is the worst lane to push for both of these teams. Of course, X3, they're not really close to the mid lane tier 3. But the thing is, with the kick, with the toss back, you can get the heroes into tier 4s quite easily. And there it's very easy to win a fight. Sphere, he needs that Satanic. He's gonna have it in like 700 gold, so it's not that far off. You need multiple ways to remove the Treant ulti, because sometimes you're gonna need to pop the BKB a little bit earlier in the fight. Bat, he has written off the Witchblade idea, and I like it, but here's the third Roche. We'll see what he holds. Is it gonna be an Axe, or is it gonna be a Refresher? Either one is nice, actually. Axe for the wind. That's quite nice for sure. Double wind run. Axe for Violent is nice too. But it is gonna be a Refresher, so we'll see who they give it to. I guess the Treant could be a good contestant for it for sure. That's your only big team fight ulti other than the Mortimer's Kisses, but it seems like the Marcy will be holding it for now. Double BKB might just be enough to completely win the fight. Lina has to go full glass cannon. You have to be relying on your positioning in this game. That's just how it is. Alone going for a 4-staff there. We can see that he's a little bit stiff there, sitting in his chair for more than 60 minutes now. No one has left their posts other than Sphere, who has been running around town. Oh, goodbye, Bat. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, Violent. He just needed one more crit there. Not in Narwhal, he is tilted. He is not happy. Oh, he's gonna leave his chair again there. Maybe he's just stretching. Maybe he just won't move from the camera. But Satanic is done for the Lina. That is a solid item for sure. The problem is that you're not gonna have any vision. Nighttime is coming as well, so what do? You're not gonna be able to make any moves around the map for sure if you're X3. You don't have any vision. It's gonna be nighttime. You're not gonna see anything. You need to hope that the enemies make a big mistake, but you can't even attempt to force them to make it. Look at the big items. The Tiny is going for a Wind Waker, and he might just have it at some point. So then, even if one of your heroes that's got Black Hole, you just put him up in the air. Of course, you cannot move him with the Wind Waker. You can only move yourself, but at least you're going to be saving him for quite some time. Violent needs to put on him, so he cannot be kicked back. Did I have a way to break that Lincoln's? No, maybe with the 4-staff, but Lina has one, and now the Tusk has been caught. He cannot get the kick off. The kick, actually, it is there. He didn't have a Lincoln's on him. This is not looking good, but he does have a Lotus. But look at where he's going. He's going into the enemy fountain. No, Violent, you don't want to be there. Come into it, my friend. You're not leaving this place. The fountain will do so much damage. It is a disaster yet again. This is happening to him. He actually gets the blink off. He's getting himself out. Refresher, another blink. They're pulling him in. He posts the BKB. No, I'm not in your fountain any longer. Let's go now. 1 versus 5. You have your fountain as well. You can't do anything. The strong wins. They start blowing in the wrong direction. It was looking so good for X3. They didn't want to go for the Black Hole, and they're going to be playing the price. And now Violent goes in with the ulti. He's just doing so much damage. The Black Hole will come out, but the Treant is coming over. He will cancel that one out, and you're not going to be bringing darkness to us. We're going to be bringing game 3 to you, X3. They're looking so good at the start of this game. Violent is dropping low, and here comes the hits from the Lina. Is it going to be enough? He attacks the creeps. He's burning down, but the lifesteal is keeping alive in the end. It's not going to be enough. He does get taken out. It is still not over. The goal lead, it has increased quite a lot because the buybacks. 3 were used, but at least they did kill Violent in the end this time around. Now, Delina will get caught, hacked up. He can't get out to this one. He does have the Satanic, but he gets fueled up immediately. We cannot purge off the Satanic. Nesphere is trying to get a damage in. Not going to be happening for you. He just attacks faster. It doesn't matter that your passive does give you that much attack speed. My ulti gives him more. They're trying to kill for you. Will be able to do it, but the buybacks are coming through. They smell the blood. They smell that this is the end of game 2. If they just come in with all of their heroes, 3 heroes of X3 are missing. What can these 2 actually accomplish on their own? Even though X3 now, they do have a win condition. Kill the kill the Marcy, kill the Wind Ranger. It's a win condition that you can never actually make happen. Look at Kuropatic with a level 25 Flame Break. They're gonna do their best to defend the base, but this game, guys, it is over. We are going for a decider. This is gonna be one of the longest days in the Eastern European DPC. Violent is gonna be pulled into the fountain. He really likes being here, but it doesn't matter. He is gonna be completely fine. 4-staffed out. He's not gonna be going down, but the throne will. And it is gonna be a 1-1 score now currently between Sigma and X3. And we will have a decider for this now very, very exciting series. We did have an 18-minute pause there, but in the end, even with all of the weight Sigma put into that one to wait for Nesphere, he didn't come in time. He ran to the PC Game Club, he ran back home, and then he got ran down by the side of Sigma.YNT. It looked at the start of the game with a 5k gold lead that is already over. This game is gonna be a fast one, a stomp favoring X3. It's gonna be an easy 2-0. But the cards just weren't set right for them today, and they will have to fight one more game if they want to win the series. But Sigma, after that kind of a comeback, you know, psychologically, they probably feel hyped up. They feel like they can do it, but it still might not be realistic, because in this game, in the previous game, X3, they still did show they're the better team, and they're probably going to be gunning for the victory. But what is going to happen, we currently don't know, but we are going to know after 10 minutes, after the break that's coming out now.